Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to be putting some master window switches in my wife's Mk1 Tiguan. The model year is a 2011. They offered this body style between the years of 2009 and 2018. We bought this vehicle used, and I don't know who had it before us, but every single one of these window switches are broken. I mean, as you can see, they stick. Also, the one-touch feature doesn't work. So just a quick tip for you guys to diagnose window switches. If we take a look at this back window right here, when I hit this front switch, it should go up with just one touch, and it does not. So what I can do is I can just reach back here on this window switch, and you can see that the motor itself works correctly. So in this case, I just need a bunch of master window switches. So let's get started. All right, and as far as tools that you'll need, you're gonna need 2 pocket screwdrivers because you're gonna have to pry the window switches out. You're gonna need some bone tools to pry the door panel off, and then you're gonna need a Torx T30 socket to take some bolts out. Your setup might look a little different, but this is what I'm using. I'm using a ratchet with an extension and a socket that has a built-in T30. Once I break them loose, I'm just gonna use my gun to zip them out real quick. And then you're also gonna need something that can spread apart the clips once you take the door panel off, because some of them are most likely gonna stick. And then of course, your window switches. Okay, so the process to remove this door panel is the exact same for the passenger side. And then for the rear doors, it's nearly identical. So just apply what you learned to this one to the back doors. First thing I like to do is I like to have the window down, because once I break the door panel loose, it's just easy to get in there and disconnect the connectors. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna remove this trim panel right here. And if you look up underneath here, there's actually a little cutout, and you can just stick your bone tool up in there and pry it off. So you wanna start at the top and then remove the bottom last. Next thing you wanna do is you wanna remove the 2 bolts right here. There's a T30 right here and a T30 right here. Let's go ahead and break them loose. And then I'll get my gun and zip them out. Now when you loosen this bolt right here, it'll be stuck in that little tunnel. A tool that I forgot to recommend is a magnet. If you don't have one, it's okay. The bolt will just stay right there until you pull the door panel loose, and then it will fall out. But I went ahead and grabbed a magnet and pull it right out of there. Now looking at the bottom of the door panel, there's going to be 2 more T30s right here. I'll grab my gun, zip them off. Okay, so the next step is to actually pull the door panel loose from the door. There's going to be clips ranging from here to there, and there may also be one in the middle. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, what you'll want to do is you want to put your bone tool right here, just to the left of that hole, underneath the reflector, and wedge it up in there. And what that'll do is it'll give you enough room to pry back a little bit, and you can get your fingers in there. Once you get your fingers in there, you can actually pull the door panel loose. Now what I'll do is I'll actually sit on the ground, and I'll put my left foot right here on the corner of the door. You don't want to put it on this black trim right here, because if you put pressure on that, it'll actually break that off. But right here is a pretty safe spot, so I'll put my foot there just to keep the door pushed that way while I'm pulling the door panel this way. So I'll pull this towards me a little bit and get my fingers up in there, and then at that point I can remove my bone tool and then just work my way up and pop them loose. And I'll do that on both sides all the way to the top, and then it's loose. Now the only thing holding the door panel up still is the window seal right here. It's actually got a groove in it, and the door panel sits down in that groove. So what you want to do is you want to loosen the left side first and lift it up, and then just kind of wiggle the right side out. And you're going to want to have your pocket screwdriver ready, because once you pull the door panel loose, there's going to be some connectors you want to loosen up. You want to loosen up the cable for the handle and a couple of electrical connectors. So starting from the left side, I'm just going to pull up a little bit, and then on the right side, it just comes right out. Okay, so looking behind the door panel, we have the handle cable and 4 electrical connectors. So the first thing you want to start off with is the cable, and you want to be really careful with this because I've seen a lot of people break these. Usually they'll break right here at the tunnel, so just be pretty careful. So the way it works is there's a tunnel right here, and then there's a clamp. So you want to lift the clamp up and then pull this plastic piece out of the tunnel. Once you do that, you'll have room to loosen this hook right here. So push up and pull out. Now it looks like this one's already broken, and I'm pretty sure somebody's been in here, so I'll just take my pocket screwdriver and push the plastic piece that's stuck in there out of there. So now I have room to push this hook down and out. And then moving on to the electrical connectors, I just like to put my screwdriver right here and press that tab down and pull that one out. As far as this one has a spring-loaded connector, so I'll just take my pocket screwdriver and push down, and it'll come out. And then the third connector is the same as the first one. Push down, pull out, and then this last one, it's actually got a tab that you're going to want to push up and then pull the connector out. And that's it. The door panel is now free. Now when I was taking the door panel off, this foam piece fell to the ground, and it just goes right here, and what that does is it matches up with the face of the speaker just to prevent vibrations. So what I'll do is I'll just match up the grooves, you know, kind of where it was before, and you just put it down in there. Now the next thing I like to do is I like to make sure all of my clips are in place, and as you can see, some of them are not. Some of them stayed in the door. So for the ones that stayed in the door, I'll just take my pry tool and I'll stick it right there, and I'll just kind of wiggle from left to right, and it'll pull right out. So I'll go ahead and get all of those out, because you want to put these back in the door panel. Okay, and on these clips there's 2 positions. There's a position that you want to have it in before you put the door panel on the car, and then there's a position that the clip is in once it's engaged into the door. So this is what it looks like when you have it in the door panel and you're about to put it back on the car. This is what it looks like once you've pushed the door panel onto the car and they've opened up. So if you pull the door panel off and there's a couple of them that look like this, what you want to do is you just want to take your pry tool and just stick it in there and kind of wiggle it back and forth, and it'll push it back up. And you want to make sure that all 4 of these little teeth right here are up under the white little cone, just like that one is. So for the clips that stayed in the door, I'll go ahead and take those and I'll just put them in between that little groove right there and push them in place. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to get this entire assembly out of the door panel. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take the security light out, and it's just got 2 little clamps, and you just pull that out. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to release these tabs right here, because you have to release this side of the entire assembly so that you can get this lip out right here. So what you want to do is you want to just get this down below that white right there. There's one right here and one right here, and then just keep a little bit of pressure on the entire assembly itself. And then you're going to want to move to this clip and this clip and then this clip and this clip. Now I'm going to do that off camera because it's pretty hard to do that with holding a camera and have a camera on my head. So I'll loosen them up and then I'll show you what it looks like as the assembly is coming out. Okay, so I've got it loose and I'm going to push it through the door panel, starting at this side and working my way to the lip right there and tilt it out. So now what I'll do is I'll take this to the bench and we'll release these 4 little tabs right here and replace the window switches. And this is where I'll have my 2 pocket screwdrivers because I want to keep a little bit of pressure on one side. So let's go ahead and get the window switches out. There's going to be 3 tabs on each side. So you'll just stick your pocket screwdriver in there. Don't put a lot of pressure because you don't want to break the framing right here. You just want enough to get it past the framing. And that's it, they're all snapped out. It seems like the middle one mostly holds it, so maybe try starting with the middle one and then work your way out to the outsides. But once I have them all loose, I'll just stick my pocket screwdriver down in there just to keep a little bit of pressure on the framing, and then I'll move over to the other side. And that's it. And as you can see, normally that does not happen. These buttons are just complete garbage. So now I will replace them. All right, and then I'll take my new window switches and I'll just feed them up in there. Snap them down. Make sure all 6 are intact. And that's it. Now, reverse order of installation is basically the same, but I'll go ahead and make the video for you guys anyways. All right, go ahead and take your window switches and put it over the lip right there. And then just snap them in place. And just pick the door panel up, make sure everything's flush. Looks pretty good. Take the security light, put it right back in there, make sure the connector is facing away from the assembly, and snap it in place. All right, make sure all your clips are in the correct position, and then go ahead and take your door panel and start to put it on the door. So I'll just go in reverse order. I'll start with the connectors. First one's going to be the security light connector. Snap it in place. Second one's going to be the mirror control connector. Next is the window switches. And then last is the lock-unlock button. And then I'll put the hook from the bottom side up. And then, like I said, this is broken, but what you want to do is you want to pull the plastic back and then put that little tubing in there. And then push it forward until it latches. And then I'll take the door panel, kind of feed the right side up first. And then you'll kind of feel it snap in place right here. And then you also want it to be down below this triangle right here. So right side's in, I'll work my way to the left, and it's in place. So now what I'll do is I'll just kind of lift the door panel forward a little bit just to make sure that the clips are going in the holes correctly. Because if they're not, you'll end up smashing the clips and the door panel won't sit properly. So that one's going in and out pretty good right there. And then that one's lining up right with the hole. And so is that one. So what I'll do is I'll just start from the top and I'll just kind of tap it and it'll lock in place. And then I'll do the same thing on the inside. And that's it. So just looking at the hardware, the 2 bolts with the big taper on them, I guess you could call it, they go on the bottom of the door panel, and then the 2 smaller bolts go in the handle portion of the door panel. And what I'll do is I'll get all of the bolts started because sometimes the holes don't line up perfectly. In this case they do. I've already kind of knocked the door panel to where they match up. but I'll get all 4 bolts started and then I'll tighten them down. All right, I'll go ahead and start with the bottom ones. And then I'll do the ones inside the handle. Next, I'll take my trim piece, and at the bottom right there, it's got a little guide, I guess you could say, and just put it in that hole right there. Line it up, start at the bottom, and just snap it in. Go ahead and turn the car on, or turn the key on, and then just verify function. Looks pretty good. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.